even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
And Johnson's kick is good.
And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding the 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check for him. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
They'll go again with Gibson. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
From the 40 now on second down. Jones has got Smith here.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, New York.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Up the middle with Barkley.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Now Jones. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Touchdown, Giants. Irv Smith Jr. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
Raiders, nothing.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On second down, a run with Gibson.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
And the Raider first down.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
He sets to fire deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Raiders are 13-2 on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
On the counter, Gibson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Once more, Gibson.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 44. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Raiders first down.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. And the Giants force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Throwing, Jones. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Back to throw. Jones.
Left side to Lamb.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
First down, New York.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw, Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Only a pickup of 2, but that's all they needed for the first.
Yards on the play. And the Giants first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He dumps it off to Barkley.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle it for just a short gain.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. They'll run with Gibson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Gibson with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Touchdown! Saquon Barkley, 33 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Complete to Antonio Gibson.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Colton Miller, former 1st-round pick, called for the penalty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Lawrence. Throwing
over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Again, it's Lawrence. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down.
A 10-yard gain, but it's fourth down.
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence.
Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders are going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Lawrence going to throw again.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
On third down, Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
8-yard attempt.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going, so they've truly...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Raiders are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, Don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They go play action with Lawrence. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Gibson again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the 2nd half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate. And those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. A handoff for Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Lawrence will throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Lawrence. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
It's a throw again is Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Trey Nixon, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. An extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter, despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 29, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Throwing, Jones. He finds his man. It's Robinson. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. That's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season. It goes for here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Giants' 28-yard line.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Well, they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that.
Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
Fair catch. The Giants take over first down again at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. Give him 18 on the play.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Back to throw again.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Giants.
A first down carry for Barkley.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91.
joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Gibson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Lawrence gets this to Gibson, and they're going to get this up to midfield.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Back to the ground with Gibson.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Lawrence's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to throw. Lawrence
able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
throwing now, Lawrence. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He's got it to Gibson.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown. They're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Giants, they solidify their spot in the playoffs as they run their mark to 12-4 on the year.